which is
Wait,
going to be anyway. I can't talk about that on camera, on
wel-
recorded.
welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another episode of Pitch Practice, the show.
The
What's
show.
Good morning.
up? What's up? I caught you off guard there, Laura, didn't I?
Oh man, you men try like TMZ around here.
TMZ, what's that?
Oh, Brandon, you got to tell him what TMZ is.
TMZ is paparazzi.
Paparazzi, TMZ. I'm just messing with you, Laura.
Oh, good.
I'm messing with you. How's everybody doing out there today? Thanks for tuning in. Another episode of the best place to be on the internet on a Wednesday. How excited are you today, Brandon?
Super, as always, as you can tell.
I could tell. I see the
Yeah.
haircut. I know when Brandon's got a new haircut because he won't wear a cap, right?
Yeah, it was long overdue. And I don't like this cut at all, but whatever, you got to deal with it. It was last minute.
Looks
Uncool.
good.
Yeah.
At least you got hair compared to Mark.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Hey, I just shaved it this morning too.
Yeah, it looks really shiny.
Oh man, I hope it's not like putting too much glare.
It is. I have to turn down my monitor.
Yes, yes. We were expecting to see you traveling today, Laura. So,
You know what? When travel changes, you just roll with the punches.
okay. When travel changes, you roll with the punches. Uh,
Hey, that
let me
brings
see.
us to our sound bits we're talking about today.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make one out of that. Wait, what that quote was, when things changes, you roll with the punches.
Yeah, when things change, you roll with the punches.
And I'm just looking for some other quotes. Uh, and let's see here. When thing changes, you roll with the punches. And it's also been said that uh, a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. I say when one bird turns into two birds, you roll with the punches.
No, I think the meaning totally changed there.
I
Yeah.
say what? The meaning totally changed there.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
All right. So just give some context to what we're talking about. Is in the speaker book, we've reached a chapter that talks about we're really getting into that framework that's used by the world's most persuasive speakers. And one of the methods that are taught in the book is their BITS structure, is the belief and identity transformation system. Well, I think this was one of the things that I was kind of most excited about to learn in the book, because you ever you ever attend a speech and then you hear something from that speaker that just causes you to pause and go, whoa, that was good, or whoa, I need to write that down, right? And I always wonder, how do they come up with those phrases? How can could I be the person that actually comes up with one of those phrases for myself? Or as it's called in the book, what is it called in the book?
Sound bites.
Or tweetable.
Tweetable repeatables.
Yeah.
Tweetable repeatables. It's when okay, I like how they describe it in the book here when she says it's like ear candy for your audience. And it's that one-liner. And some of the one-liner that Eileen has come up with, she mentions it here. Do it now. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination, and immersion causes conversion. So what we're going to do here live today is we're going to create our own sound bites. Are you guys ready to do that?
No.
Let's do it.
Just being honest, not ready. Not ready at all.
Jackie's ready.
Jackie's ready.
The more you
Okay.
bark, the more you earn.
That's a great one. All right. So, and how, okay, so how is it done? So how is this done? So the way to create these sound bites and the way it's taught in this book is famous quote, your quote. Famous quote, your quote. And it's sort of like you take the one famous quote and then you take the second famous quote and you sort of blend the two to make your own famous quote. We did come up with one when we were off camera. Do you remember what that one was?
We came up with a couple of them. Which one in specifics are you talking about?
Okay, you had the Grant Cardone quote where he says you only
No.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
No, it says the Grant Cardone quote was, rejection is an indication that your pipeline is broken.
Yes. And the other quote was, the other
The
quote
boat one?
was,
The boat one?
no, was it Myron Golden said that time is money, or the gift of gab? Did we do that one?
Yep, yep,
quote?
we did. Yep.
So it was Grant Cardone says rejection is the means that your pipeline isn't full.
Yep.
Right. And what'd you come up with, Laura?
Yeah, then we blended it with Myron's quote of time is money. So no, actually, you know what? We blended the Warren Buffett quote of, it doesn't matter how fast you row, what matters is what boat you get in, with the time is money quote. And it was what boat you get in determines how much time you have. I don't know. It was like super short. Do you remember, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
It was super short. We blended the time is money. So time is money, get in the right boat.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So I got let's bring a couple quotes. You want to give me a quote? Give me a quote, Brandon.
My boy Albert says life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. And as you know, sharks die if they don't keep moving. So if you want to be the shark, be the dominant person in the ocean, don't start moving and take massive action.
All right. That was your little quote, right?
Yep, there you go.
That was good, Brandon.
Yes. Well, you've heard it said that you don't need a big list to have an impact. And you've also heard it said that you should divorce yourself from the outcome.
Stop.
Okay. I say that divorcing yourself from needing a big list. Okay, could be
Why
better.
a big list?
Well, because some people, you've heard it said, some people say, I can't, that's easy for them because they have a huge audience, or that's easy for them. They made that much money because they have a big list of subscribers already, or they have they have a large following. You've heard some people say that I have a large following and uh, be, I could never, have the results that they have. Um, but it's also true that you should divorce yourself from the outcome. So I say divorce yourself from thinking that you need a big list.
Okay, big list of what?
Oh, okay, a big list of people or a big list of
Oh, got
subscribers
it. Got it. So
or
like a
or
a big funnel.
or big followers. So it
Got
could
it.
be so it could be that some people feel that you need a huge following to be successful online. And it's also been said that you should divorce yourself from outcomes. I say divorce yourself from thinking you need to have a huge audience.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah, so basically get out of thinking you have to have a huge list to make transactions. You just have to get started.
Right. And let's say in the franchise space, uh, a lot of franchise owners believe that in order to be successful, it's just a one-off thing, and it can't happen for everyone. I I I it's also believed that a rising tide raises all boats.
Yeah.
So so I say if you get into the franchise space, get around other people that are in the rising tide. That's what I say. Yeah, it's funny how it's sort of like a muscle when you
Oh, it absolutely is a muscle.
yeah, when you start to practice it, then you start to say, okay, I can think of these types of tweetable repeatables or these really uh, interesting one-liners, these punchy things that people are actually going to remember. Um, how do you think you can incorporate this into your most recently released presentation, Brandon? Brandon's out there making it happen, by the way, you all. If you haven't if you watch us, then you know that Brandon has his podcast, the Business Growth Accelerator, and he's expanding it.
Yeah, I'm working hard on that. Excuse me, I'm way too close to the microphone. Yeah, I'm working hard on that. I got a couple episodes in the wings that I gotta get uploaded, having to do with pricing. I see a lot of Facebook posts in the groups I'm in, people asking, "How do I price this job? How do I price that?" And like everybody gets so annoyed with it. So there's a problem that needs solved right then and there, because most of these small business owners don't understand what they need to charge to survive, or at least hit the goals that they want to hit monetarily. So I ended up coming up with a simple calculator. So that's what I'm talking about on the podcast. And there is a lead magnet to access the calculator. So, yes, or an opt-in, I should say. The lead magnet is the calculator. Along with that, I'm working on scheduling a time to meet with a local audience repair guy that owns a business out in Dayton that has gone viral with his reels. So I'm trying to coordinate that. And then, yeah, I got one more outside of an interview to upload as well. I forget what that subject is about, but I recorded it the other day while walking the dog. And yeah, I just got to get it up. Yeah, and I went live on Monday talking about the 3 things that small business owners, 3 mistakes small business owners make. So that's going to be another different different type of funnel, so to speak. It's kind of a reverse squeeze webinar funnel. I don't think it's ever been done in the
Oh
sense
yeah.
that you don't have to opt in to watch it, but I go through it pretty quickly that you want the actual presentation itself to study. So then you just opt in to get the recording. So yeah, so that's kind of what I've been working on.
Reverse squeeze.
I like that. So is that a method, the reverse squeeze?
It might be. I mean, the reverse squeeze is a method. I mean, there is a specific funnel that is called a reverse squeeze where you have to opt in to get something, and then it goes into either a webinar or some other application, mainly used by affiliates.
Well, the squeeze page is really has been the concept of give your email and get this thing. Reverse squeeze is here's this thing, and then give me your email to get more.
Yeah,
but it's reversing because okay, if we look and we talk about how squeeze pages came about, you remember how it was in the early stages. There used to be these pop-ups, and that got really annoying. So they discovered a way to actually just get people to go to the page to enter their email address first, and then get behind, and once they give their email, then get access. And yours is the guide, right?
Yeah. So once they watch the information, I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly. 45 minutes. I don't know how quick that is, but it's gone through pretty rapid succession for all the content itself. And then if they want the presentation, then they can put the email in to get that, and then it moves them down the funnel. They also get the guide profit secrets as well. So that kind of goes along with it.
There'll be some people that are listening that will be happy to hear that. I think we had a comment, I think it was probably on last week's episode, when we were encouraging you to do a webinar. And we had a comment that said, yes, Brandon, do a webinar.
I did one. I know nobody showed up to it, which is perfectly fine because it was rough. But I just got to practice the presentation more diligently, and just learn the cadence and kind of tweak it to make it more of my own. Because the concepts are the concepts. I mean, regardless of where you get the information that you're presenting, it's all the same concepts. But then being able to weave my stories into them and make it more fit for the audience. That's the challenge.
And weave some tweetable repeatables in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura?
I don't have a webinar. Do you need me to have one?
No.
I'd like to do a webinar. Actually, I was looking at YouTube channels that could be successful. I haven't yet found a YouTube channel that has pogo stick workouts. That could be a small niche, like 30-40 second reels. That could be fun.
Yeah. I know someone that recently attended a class for rowing.
Really?
That's a thing. They told me they had a row class, and then I guess there's a company that does this, and it's like a workout.
Yep.
it's a studio. I didn't get all the details, but I thought it was kind of interesting that they would actually open up an entire gym or facility dedicated to rowing.
Yeah, the fitness
Yeah.
industry is always going to be popular. Look, who doesn't want to be fit, right? We'll try just about anything.
There's a rowing center about 30 miles east of me. That's all they do is just rowing.
Yeah. Pogo sticking could be the next rowing.
Pogo sticking could be fun.
Can you jump on a pogo stick, Laura?
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
What is one belief you have about pogo sticks?
That it's really easy to do.
Okay. What
No,
is the
it's
belief?
not.
What is the belief? What is the belief that you have about pogo sticks, Brandon?
I'm too heavy for a pogo stick, so I believe I don't need to be on one.
So Laura thinks it's hard. Laura thinks pogo sticks are hard, and
No, it's easy.
but yeah, Laura thinks pogo sticks are easy, and Brandon thinks that it just won't hold his weight. I say get on the thing and fall
And
off.
figure it out. And figure it out.
Figure it out. Just you're looking for a YouTube channel with pogo sticks, but how are you thinking about using some of these things in this book in your daily activities, or do you think that putting this in your presentation would help at all, or when you're talking to potential franchisees?
Yeah, having specific sound bites could be better. Really just like little 1-2 sentences that they can remember per every call and conversation. And maybe I could even wrap up the call and say, out of anything that you get out of this call, here's that one thing I need you to remember.
Yeah. What would that be?
Well, depending on what call I'm having with them.
Okay.
But yeah, I could be more tweetable.
Okay, more remember when someone says, I always like, I think I always like to call it, it's when the people start reaching for their pens and they'll say, ooh, I need to write that down. Ah, that's right. I think I gave you one, Brandon, and I gave you the quote from Jordan Burroughs.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Jordan Burroughs of from Funnel Hacking Live 2021, when he said, don't wait for the phone to ring, make the phone ring.
Yeah.
Make the phone ring. That was a real that phrase just really hit me. Because I think so many times you wait for people to call you and you sit passively, when you can really be in control and making the phone ring. And I even remember when he said this, he said that was something that was told to him. He said, oh, now you've got the perfect opportunity. You don't have to wait for the phone to ring. You can make the phone ring. Think about that.
It's thought about. I just hate and despise cold calls though, and I've become jaded to them just by the number of calls that I get on a daily basis trying to sell me Medicare insurance and final expense insurance. It's like I hate it myself, and so it makes it difficult for me to go out and do the same thing, as well as the cold DMs on Facebook that just lead right into a pitch. It's like, how do I figure out a way to do that without coming off as I just want to sell you something? I know there's courses out there
Well,
to take and
think
all that kind
I
of
think
stuff, but
you gotta be open to exactly that. You are selling somebody something, so just get over the fact that that's exactly what you're doing, and it's not. I'm not here to call you to tell you I'm gonna be your friend, or I'm looking to come over for dinner. I am here to sell you something.
yeah, I get that, and I do want to sell people things. But I also try to have that mantra of being that either annoying pest or that reverend guest. So
I think it depends though. If you're in the right industry, if the butter's good enough, you'll get the bread out. So
Is that your quote?
if the butter's good enough, you'll get the bread out.
Let me write
Start
that
buttering
down.
it.
Let me write that down.
The butter, yeah. If the butter's good enough, you'll get the bread out, which means, like you'll enjoy it. You'll make a life out of it. That's why there's people that are salespeople that that you're like, how do they do that every single day, all day? And you're like, well, they're winning at it. They're good at it. And they like it. And maybe you don't have to love it. I think we got to get over the fact that, Jackie, what were you doing? Were you eating dirt? She was eating dirt. So you don't, I think one of the things that Grant always is good at, he's like, you actually have to do a lot of things that you hate. It's okay, Jack. And one of those things that you're going to hate is cold calling. But he says, remember, 80% of everybody else isn't cold calling or calling people or initiating a sales cycle. So why not it be you?
why not it be me?
Yeah, why not it be you? Why not you take charge of that sales cycle? And I'm talking to myself, Brandon, because I was listening to this last night with Grant. So I'm like, okay, good. I need to get even better and more like, yeah, of course. I hate it half of the time, but it doesn't mean it hasn't landed me some great results. So again, if the butter's good enough, you'll get the bread out, start buttering it, which means that if you become successful at something, 99% of everything you're going to do is going to be super repetitive. And that's okay. That's actually what matters. That repetition is good. Like you could get up out of bed and do the same thing and close a really high ticket sale. So again, the butter's good enough, you'll get the bread out to butter it.
Yes. Great point you're making, because we are going to be do you have your packages with you?
Got the packages.
All right, because we're going to be announcing the next book that we are reading and that we're going into, and we're going back into some sales techniques and strategies. Look at this right there. Does anybody know what the book is? Because it's a surprise. So we all got different packages.
Yes, we did.
You see, mine came in an obviously labeled. I think this is it. Actually, you know what? It'd be funny if I open it up and it's not even the right package, right? Because I am supposed to be getting another book, but we will be revealing as a total surprise.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
The next book that we are getting into. Oh, I can't get it open. What is it?
I don't know.
What is
there
it?
you go. It's upside down.
The
ultimate sales machine.
Tell us. Yes. Look. The ultimate sales machine. What does it say? Turbocharge your business with relentless focus on 12 key strategies. What do you think about the book?
I'm excited. I've never heard of this person. I have heard of the guy that wrote the foreword, Michael Gerber, and that book, The E-Myth, has been a book that I have put on my reading list. So that's as much as I know about this book.
You've heard of this book before, Brandon?
I think so. I may have come across it. I know I don't have it, which is good. I have an Audible audio credit, so I'll go ahead and download that, and then I will just have it read to me.
Yes. I didn't think you had the book. I thought that you would have known more about this book than Laura would. Because Chet Holmes, remember the clue that I gave you?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I said that there is an updated version, and it includes his daughter. And his daughter, whose name is Amanda Holmes, is now the CEO of his foundation, Chet Holmes International. There is a story about the ultimate sales machine that Russell Brunson mentions in his book. I think we may have read it. It might be Traffic Secrets. Maybe you remember the mention in his book, but this book was about an advertising executive who took his firm from dead. No. I'm thinking about the Dream 100 strategy. And I think the Dream 100 strategy. Okay. Yeah.
Wrong book.
Yeah, but I think it is this book where he got that philosophy from, the Dream 100, because he took his marketing agency from dead last to one of the top companies, just going after the top in the field. Yes, and one of the quotes is that we all sell for a living. Some of us know this, and the rest of us don't yet. Either way, you have to read this book. So I'm just excited. I think that we will get some useful tips. I'm hoping. I've never read it before, but we're excited to get into this book right here, The Ultimate Sales Machine. Laura just left. Huh?
I said, are you sure this one, the one you sent me, is the revised one?
No, it's not. This is not the revised one. It should, because it will say her name down there. It would say Chet Holmes with Amanda Holmes. But this
Gotcha.
this is just the original version.
Okay. Well, the Audible I just got is the revised version.
Okay, yes. And that's the one that includes his daughter as a contributing author.
Okay.
Yes. So you ready to start this next week? Are you gonna read it?
Yeah, I'll probably have it read by next Wednesday if I'm listening to it.
Nice. All right. So, yep. So we're at the end of today's episode. Tune in if you want to see us go through this book. And you know, this book now is selling for like $40 or so. I had a tough time finding it. So that's why we have the copies that we do. A little.
It's $14 on Amazon.
Yeah, and they're all used.
Nope, I'm paperback, new.
No, it's not. Used. I know. I've been searching Amazon. Are they used or new?
It's the revised and updated version.
Okay. Is it new?
It's new.
Who's it sold by?
Mm,
Amazon?
it does
I,
not say.
yeah, I think I got this one because
Yeah, sold by Amazon.
it wasn't the updated version. I wanted us to get into the original version. So tune in to watch us go through this. Final words, Brandon, before we're out for the week.
Go make your phone ring.
Go make your phone ring. Don't wait for it to ring. Make your phone ring and close the deal.
That's it.
All right. All right. Good luck this week, Brandon. And
Yes.
use some of those sound bites. Put some good sound, huh?
I said I will. I'll get those bites going right now.
Yeah, use some sound bites. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. And we'll see you. Okay, I'm sorry.
See you next week.
All right. See you next week. Thanks.
Later.
All right. See ya.